recovery is vast. It's a big question. For this person in particular, they're talking about starting counseling. They're already in a group, and they're just like, I just don't have time for all this. Look at my life circumstances. So here's a couple notes on that are really, we just can't get away from them. So one, we can't get away from the fact that life has circumstances. Like, life's going to happen. And being in a recovery system, that's a lot of commitment. For this person, having things like managing estates and things like that, it can take up a huge amount of time. What I want to say is something very dangerous, which is there are times when life gets so lifelike, is what I call it, that focusing on a recovery is very difficult to do, and in some ways can even sometimes be detrimental to what we really should be spending our time on. Other things are important too. However, on the other side, I want to say most people have no idea how much time they actually have for this, especially since most addictions take up a lot of time in your week. So my encouragement with this would be spend the time that you're spending on your addiction on recovery. First there, and then add more time. Anyway, so please choose to prioritize recovery so that you can recover. But I do want to say this as well. If you get into recovery and you don't fully commit, you have the danger of scooping in whatever lifestyle you've adopted for recovery into your addiction. What do I mean by that? What I mean is addiction learns and grows with whatever circumstance you're currently in. If you get into a recovery group and you don't invest and you don't change and you don't take regular steps, but you just kind of subsist there, if you do that, you will end up making that a part of your addiction, not the other way around. You do not automatically get better by going to a recovery group or going to counseling or this sort of thing. You get better by putting in the regular work, the everyday work that grows you up and out of addiction. If you don't, your addiction will learn, oh, they're not taking it seriously. And it will include your recovery work in it, in the reactive life. Now, there's a couple things that are really dangerous with this. One is obviously that you're continuing to grow your addiction, and it can do very unpredictable things, and there could be more consequences. But another one is that we'll slowly get the idea, oh, this recovery stuff doesn't work. I want to tell you something. Recovery works. It works, okay? You can get out. If recovery is not working, one of the primary possibilities is that you are not doing it as you should. And I don't want to say that from a mean place. I just want to say that from a truthful place. It's like, if I'm going to group, but I'm not doing my homework, and I don't practice my spiritual disciplines, and I don't think about it any other day but group day, how am I supposed to get better? I got to get better every day. I can't just get better on group days. And so that's one example of what I'm talking about. So I just want to encourage you to presume that you have enough time in your life for recovery, because you probably do. And if you truly don't, I want you to give yourself the grace to pause until a later time when you really can. And that's probably like a month pause, a 3-month pause. Probably not 6 months. Probably not a year. Certainly not a year. We can't wait on recovery. We have to be in recovery. Here's the last idea for you. Because recovery goes along with life. Recovery is lifestyle. Recovery doesn't just happen when things are good or bad or anywhere in between. Recovery is a way of living life that brings you up and out and into health. So I just want to encourage you that can happen pretty much no matter how busy you are. Pretty much no matter how busy you are. I don't know if I said that right the first time. So just an encouragement to get into that and begin.